Hey guys, so today I wanted to try out something that I seen going around Pinterest, and that is the Valentine's Day Peekaboo Pound Cake. Since Valentine's Day is this weekend, I thought this would be a great idea, so let's go ahead and get started. So for this recipe, you're going to need a loaf pan, 2 boxes of the Betty Crocker pound cake mix, some cooking spray, some salt, red food coloring, pure vanilla extract, some milk, some powdered sugar, and some butter. You're also going to need 4 eggs and some cookie cutters in heart shape. So let's go ahead and get started. So the first thing that you're going to do is preheat your oven to 350 degrees. I'm going to go ahead and spray my loaf pan with my cooking spray. Now we're going to go ahead and start mixing the cake. So in a bowl, we want to go ahead and dump our cake mix. I'm going to go ahead and add my softened butter, my 2 eggs, and 2/3 of a cup of milk. Now we're going to go ahead and whisk it. You can either mix it with an electric beater, which I highly recommend because the batter is really thick and I got really tired for my hands. So if you have an electric one, go ahead and use that. I'm going to go ahead and start adding in my food coloring, my red food coloring, and I used about 25 drops. That's what I seen on the recipe, so I went ahead and just did that, and it came out perfect. Now I'm going to go ahead and pour my red mixture into my loaf pan. We're going to go ahead and place it into the oven. And we're going to bake this for 50 minutes. Once your cake is done, you want to go ahead and take it out of the oven. And we're going to go ahead and let this cool for about 4 hours. You want this completely cooled before you start working with it. Once it's completely cooled, we're going to go ahead and start cutting slices into the bread as thick as your cookie cutter. Once you've done that, we're going to go ahead and start cutting our bread into the shape of our cookie cutter. And you want to go ahead and do it with all of the pieces that you have, except for the end parts. The end parts, I didn't cut them out into heart shapes. Now I'm going to go ahead and start preparing our second batch of pound cake. As with the first one, you want to go ahead and spray it with some cooking spray. Now I'm going to go ahead and pour in some mixture, just enough to cover the bottom. And then I'm going to go ahead and start placing my heart-shaped pound cake into my loaf pan. You want to get it as tight as you can. You don't want any of the white pound cake going in between the hearts. So now I'm going to go ahead and add the rest of my pound cake mixture into my loaf pan. And I'm just going to go ahead and just spread it around. I'm going to go ahead and stick it into the oven at 350 degrees, the same as the other one, except for this one we're going to bake it for the hour. I'm going to go ahead and start preparing my icing, and I'm going to go ahead and do 1.5 cups of powdered sugar, and I'm also going to add 3 tablespoons of milk. some unsalted butter, which is 1 teaspoon of unsalted butter, 1/4 of a teaspoon of vanilla, and 1/8 of a teaspoon of salt. I'm going to go ahead and mix it all up. Now I'm going to go ahead and place my cooled pound cake onto a plate, and I'm going to start adding my icing. As you guys can see, my icing is really runny, so in this case I could have added more powdered sugar, but I didn't. But if your icing seems to be more runny and you want it like a little bit more thick or stiff consistency, you want to go ahead and add more powdered sugar. If it's too thick, then you would add a little bit more milk. So there you have it, Valentine's Day peekaboo cake. I thought this was very simple to make and it was super delicious. Hope you guys give this a try. Let me know what you think. Be sure to subscribe to my channel if you haven't already done so for more cooking videos. Be sure you give this video a thumbs up if you liked it. Let me know in the comments below what other recipes you would like to see, and I will see you guys next time. Bye guys.